Hey, Derek.
Hey, Joe.
There's a lot going on here at the Michigan Propane Gas Association, and Derek is here to give us some highlights of some of the cool stuff that's happening.
Yeah, one of the most exciting things we're seeing this fall especially is some of the work you and your team have done on autogas. For years, our members and the members of the public have asked about infrastructure associated with autogas, and I am very, very happy to announce that we have a very interactive map with all the autogas installations throughout our state. Any members that do not see their facilities on the state or on this map are welcome to contact us. We'd be happy to add them to this map, but this is a very useful tool we're excited about.
Yeah, that's a really good point. So the map that you're seeing right now is if your organization's not on it and you want to be a player in autogas, make sure you just get a hold of us at the phone number below, and we'll help you to show you how you can expand your internet footprint to be recognized as an autogas supplier. Could you tell us a little bit about what's going on with the information that MPGA has gotten from Princeton University?
Yeah, this is again something. This is something we talked about in the industry for a long time. We've always said how much we fear that the electric grid just is not sustainable, how weak it is. It's nice to be proven right sometimes, and when a prestigious university like Princeton all but says that the solar and wind generation just is not going to cut it. To make all of the ends meet for all of these very, very optimistic goals on renewables. It's nice to be proven right. It's nice basically to show that propane is going to be a part of what we've said for years. We are an all-of-the-above approach that includes propane. It's just going to be the way to go.
Well, this map right now that you're looking at, on the left you can see where the existing solar and wind farms are in Michigan. On the right is what it's going to take, the additional solar and wind farms that it's going to take to get to net zero. And it obviously is a massive amount of land. And, obviously there's going to be some pushback. Now, what's not being discussed at this time, though, is it's going to take hundreds of miles of new power lines going through farm fields, going through forest to actually connect all of that. So,
can you imagine the pushback from local governments, local homeowners, local farms, like you said, to push back on that? That's going to be, and it just also shows just what a tremendous opportunity there is for renewable propane in that renewable footprint.
Could you tell us a little bit about the research that's coming out of the Western Michigan University and Kent State?
Yeah, in Kent State in Ohio and Western Michigan here in our state have both done some really optimistic, really exciting things with fuel cells. And basically what we're seeing, what we're hearing, what your team has uncovered, what the researchers at those universities have basically shown is that these fuel cells have a tremendous upside for power generation at homes, with residences, at businesses, with combined heat power and with backup generation. And even more exciting is the fact that the researchers have gone through numerous fuels, and propane is actually their fuel of choice.
Derek, let's move on to the Safety and Compliance Committee, Larry Otto's committee. Could you tell us a little bit about the Heating My Home program and why it's important now?
Yeah, and this isn't anything new. I think most of our members know about this, but it's never a bad thing to talk about it, especially as it gets colder. Our members are out there delivering heat. We know that there are people that just are still struggling. They're not able to make ends meet. And heatingmyhome.org is a great resource for any of our members, customers that are having trouble paying their bills, making ends meet. This is a great spot to get resources, get the help they need, keep the heat on in their home this winter, and continue to pay their bills.
Now, probably the most important issue that your firm and the association has been working on is probably Line 5. Could you tell us what has recently happened?
Yeah, we had some very, very exciting news this week in court, of all places. But in federal district court, where the case has been remanded, at our request, at Enbridge's request, our industry got a big win this week when the court basically said, we're not sending it back to the state of Michigan as our Attorney General and Governor requested. This is a larger issue than just Michigan. Line 5 impacts not only our state, it impacts all the other states around us. It impacts Canada, and the Canadian government weighing in with the treaty from 1977 was a major factor. So this was a big win on all fronts for us in this case. Basically what it means is, in our estimation, that probably the case probably won't be heard till February or March, which means Line 5 will continue to operate throughout our winter, which with the way that things are going, with the supply chain backups, we can't even imagine what a crisis we would have without Line 5 right now. So this is all very, very good news for us. Either way, this is we remain optimistic on the outcome for us.
Could you touch on the movement of the infrastructure bill?
You bet. More timely news this week. President Biden, obviously, with great fanfare, signed the infrastructure bill, was here in our state, touting it. There are tremendous opportunities in this bill for us. There are also some real threats. On the one hand, we absolutely see some tremendous opportunities that the NPJ fought for the industry to allow propane access to combined heat power, to expansion for auto gas vehicles, especially with school buses and paratransit, vehicles at airports. At the same time, we are very concerned, our firm is very concerned about the amount of money that is out there for infrastructure expansion. And by that I mean we are very, very concerned that the natural gas utilities may try and use this for subsidized natural gas expansion. So very, very great opportunities on one side and serious threats on the other. And either way, we're keeping track of them. But very big news for the industry this week.
Recently, the MPGA was working on getting a checkoff program to advance the industry to grow more gallons. Could you touch on how that's working?
Yeah, so if everyone remembers, at this time last year, our firm, we were working very, very hard with Governor Whitmer and her administration to get our checkoff bill over the finish line. She signed that New Year's Eve of last year. It is now in effect. The referendum passed, the commission is in place, the funding is in place, and we're very, very excited to announce this fall that the commission completed its work and it announced the first program. First program is going to be a very robust appliance rebate program. High energy efficient appliances, water heaters going into our customer homes. This is a win-win-win for everyone. This is going to be our single best opportunity to keep the electric utilities that are trying to put propane out of business at bay, while at the same time helping propane customers get more efficient appliances and grow their gallons.
Right. Thanks a lot for coming in, man.
Thanks, Joe.